Hello and welcome back to UDL Farming. So after the debacle of yesterday of trying to buy our satellite farm, making it work, we've came up with a new idea. We'll explain it on the way. I think that's probably the easiest way at this point. So we just need to go and get them out. I know it is raining, so we don't know if we're going to have to wait for the rain to stop before we do what we want to do. But on the map there is a small field, field 23. Currently it's just got grass on it. Our thinking is Nighthawk is going to buy the land with a nice big £200,000 loan. We are going to mow the grass, keep the grass, and then we have got a free range cow paddock and a free range sheep paddock, and we are thinking of using both of those. So that would be Nighthawk satellite farm. That solves the issue, hopefully, of him being able to have a buy and sell point for the animals and being able to see them himself, which, if you watched it, the last video, you saw the issue we had with that. So this is our fix, in a way, but it also gives us two other types of animal, which in the long run will help the farm. Downside is Nighthawk is taking out £200,000, which we've worked out the loan repayments. We think it is manageable based on the income we'll get from the animals, and it's the same as we said yesterday, last episode. He will split all contracts 50-50 rather than all going to the main farm as current, and all profits on the animals will be 50-50. So the main farm will still gain from him having this venture. We've also got Irish and Million as well, so we're going to try and get this field sorted in one go. Nighthawk is currently at the shop picking up some of the equipment he needs, and we've also leased a baler to actually bale this grass. The reason we're not going to sell it, we're not going to wrap it, is we are thinking ahead of time and thinking we can actually use it for food. The only thing we're not sure of at this point, and what I'm going to do is come in and shut the gate to make it easier to cut the grass for a minute. Hopefully it's not going to catch on the tractor. Oh, it is going to catch on the tractor, but it's okay. Yeah, the only thing we're not sure of at this point is, can we cut the grass in the rain? So if we unfold the mower, we're about to find out. This may go horribly wrong, and we may have to wait for the rain to stop. We were hoping it wouldn't be this bad. No, we can cut the grass. That does solve an issue, so we're going to cut the grass now. I'm not sure exactly who's going to follow behind in the baler when they get here. But yeah, we're thinking... Okay, so Millie's going to be battling behind us, and I think Irish is going to be picking the bales. Because we've leased the really small, tiny baler, we can actually pick the bales up by hand, which is quite cool. We are thinking this field will be big enough. We're hoping we have got that right. We'll soon find out if we can place both the paddocks in here. The paddocks are both from the mod hub. They look really nice, free range paddocks. So hopefully this will go to plan and better than yesterday, is currently our thinking. Am I going to get past here with a mower? There's a tree. Yes, I can make it past the tree. Can I make it past the second tree? Someone's opened the gate, but that's okay because I've closed the gate. Just to get past the tree. It's okay, I need to turn around and go back on myself really to get the edge of the field, but we'll do this bit first. Just to get this done, and then we'll do around the edge. So our initial thinking is we'll start off with just 4 cows, and then we'll get 10 sheep, and then go from there. We are aware, obviously, food is going to be limited to start with, so we don't want to overstretch ourselves. we still think this will be the best way forward. We're still keeping the pigs and we've still got the chickens. So we have still got that. But this also gives us a different type of fertiliser as well. And the equipment Nighthawk's picking up is actually something quite new that we found. Which is a truck with a variety of backs to do all the different jobs. So it could be quite interesting seeing that. Millipede's here already with the baler, as long as he's figured out how to use it. And then Irish will be handballing the bales behind. We originally were thinking we were going to leave some of this grass to dry out and go for hay. But obviously with the rain we've had to change that plan, so it's just going to stay grass for the time being. So looking back at the farm so far, so we're now in the 5th month. So it's been an interesting journey so far. Last month we made a loss of £900. But then we did pay £15,000 back of the loan. So the loss is negligible, if I can't say the word properly. Because long term we've paid some of the loan back, so we don't mind that. We have still got a lot of silage bales at the BGA waiting to go in when they're ready as well. So we have got money sitting around waiting. Plus, like I say, with the animals, we should be getting a decent income from eventually. We've still got harvest season to come, as long as the rain holds off for harvest time. As you can see, Millie is baling now ahead of us. And Irish is picking the bales up. Which works really well. And this is one of the new vehicles that Nighthawk has got.
My little baby.
So the actual parts come off, and as you can see, and he can drive out and then go back under. And you can get different ones that all do different things. Milk, and he will be having a variety. So hopefully it works well. That's quite a cool mod we found. The truck itself though is £60,000 to buy, and all the different bits that go on the truck are £8,000 each, depending on configuration. How are you getting on with the baler, Millie?
Getting there slowly, nearly done the first lap.
Yeah, he hasn't turned the actual bottom part on though.
Oh.
That's only chucking out one bale.
To be fair, Millie has had a little bit of time away from farming. It has taken him a little bit of time to get back used to farming again.
Yeah, we had to furlough him.
Wages wise for the employees last month was 0, as we made a loss. But that was to be expected with what we're doing. They know in the long run they're going to be better off eventually. And we have started this job fairly early, just so we can get it all done, hopefully in one day. Bank account for the main farm is looking fairly healthy though, at £48,000, and the only reason it's under 50 is because we leased the baler. To be honest, that's the only real reason for it. The bales that the baler does, the reason you can pick them up by hand is because they're only 1,000 litres. Well, no, it's under 1,000 litres actually, isn't it? I believe. I think it's like 500 and something.
567, I think it was.
Yeah, they're very, very small bales, which is ideal if you haven't got a decent way of taking them in a truck or anything like that. Just to pick them up by hand, it does make sense in a smaller field. Not something we'd want to use all the time, but currently for this job it works perfectly. As most of it's going to be used straight on feed anyway. Those Irish running around collecting the bales. So we have nearly finished the mowing now. So probably what's best if we disappear for a little bit, finish off the mowing, finish off the baling, and we'll come back once Nighthawk has set out the pastures. I believe that's probably our best bet at this point. So we'll see you again in a little while. And we are back. It's taken us a good few hours, but we have finally got things sorted. We've mowed the grass, we've baled the grass, which went quite well. We got quite a lot of bales. You can see the truck there, Nighthawk's new truck as well, plus the sheep have got a lot of food for a long time to come by the looks of this. Let's put that one in there. But it's quite a nice storage area. So this is a free range sheep pasture. They've got food, they've got water. It's a really nice pasture. Wool appears just here, under cover, which is quite nice. It looks really nice. It fits really well, and you've got the sheep. Free range on the field. There's no fence. And then over here, we managed to get a TMR mixer with the loan as well. We haven't got the required components just yet, but we'll get there. And then this is the sheep. The cow, we've done the sheep. This is the cow. A free range pasture. So we've currently got 2, and I think Nighthawk is collecting another 2. You've got the silage, manure pit, water and food, and this around here is the milk pickup point. The only thing we have found with this free range cow pasture, it's really nice. From what I believe, you can store things underneath it. The issue we've found is the food trigger is very difficult to get to work. Doesn't take bales, has to be loose. We haven't managed to test the TMR mix to see if that will work. Hopefully it does. That is our only issue at this point, is just getting the food in the trough is a little bit finicky. But other than that, it works really well. And here's Nighthawk with another delivery of animals. How many animals are you up to now, Nighthawk?
4 cows. I just need 2 more sheep.
So we're nearly there.
That gives us the 10 sheep.
We'll just watch him unload quickly. This way he messes it up.
Yep.
There isn't obviously any straw in the cows at the minute, so we won't actually have manure, but it will get slurry for them. So the pigs and the cows will both produce slurry. Our thinking is when we harvest our wheat in a month's time, the straw from that will be used in the animal pens, and the cows may have it, the pigs won't. So we've got slurry at one, manure in another. That's their kind of thinking going forward. And this is just a start. Yes, it's put us under a bit of financial pressure with Nighthawk getting a loan, but we think moving forward this will cover us. And there we are, cows are unloaded. Although they don't have a boundary that you can physically see, they do actually have a boundary. You just can't see it.
They just don't do personal space.
No. But they're nice looking cows. We've gone for the proper looking milk cows. Right. So what we'll do is we have got a lot of bales of grass left over. The sheep have got food for many years to come. So what we're thinking, we're going to take... Irish is going to take the purple truck, and I'm going to take the new truck full of grass bales, and we're going to go and chuck these in the BGA. I don't think we need them. There's nothing. The pigs don't eat them. The chickens won't need them. Ideally, if we could have left them turned to hay, would have been better for us, especially with the TMR mixer. But yeah, as it is, we can't use them. So BGA, I think, is the best bet, and it's money for the farm. So we're going to go and do that now. This is where I've got to drive very carefully. As you can see, then they don't get strapped into this vehicle. They're just loose. And I don't want to lose any. I'm more worried about oncoming vehicles, if anything. So, yeah, in the space of a day, we've managed to buy a field. Well, Nighthawks bought a field. We've cut the grass, we've baled the grass, we've set up the animals. Right. Nighthawk is on the wrong side of the road.
I was doing long vehicle transporting move. Just
Yeah.
helping you out.
I think he crashed, he doesn't want to admit it.
No,
So
I had my hazard lights on.
we're going to throw these into the BGA, and then we're probably going to call it a day for today. There's Nighthawk speeding. And flipping his vehicle. What we're going to do, we're going to leave Nighthawk because he's now just been silly and flipped his vehicle completely over and caused us to slam our brakes on. And let him deal with the situation on his own. Because I think that's currently what he deserves.
I hate this trailer.
Speed probably had more to do with that than the trailer, to be fair. So here we are at the BGA. We've still got that silage, we're just waiting on. We can actually have a quick check. We won't be able to tip these, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we can't tip them. We actually could try. If we tip right, I don't think it will let us tip, will it? Because they're not actually in there. We'll turn the vehicle off. We'll have a quick look to see about the silage and how long it's going to take. So we've got 3 hours for one bale, 16 hours on others. So yeah, there's a slight variation. We need to go through them all just to be sure. But whilst we're waiting for that, we're going to climb into the back of the truck here and start throwing. Okay, if I had thrown a bit higher, that might have actually gone in. Nighthawk, have you managed to sort yourself out yet?
No. It's all good. We can handle this.
I'm busy making money for the farm now, so I'm just going to leave him there to sort himself out.
I've got my old faithful.
I suppose I should have parked closer, to be honest. This would have made this a bit easier. That is a nice thing about these small bales, is you can just fire them in. The other thing we've got, and we haven't used yet, the actual biogas, when you do this, produces didestrate as I suppose it's a byproduct. You do need a relevant vehicle to use it as fertiliser. It's something we've got to look at price-wise. They are generally fairly expensive. So it's not something we've actually thought too much about, but it's a free byproduct. But you've only got, I think it works out, you've only got the amount you've put in, kind of thing, roughly. So it's something we've got to look into. Although we're going to have fertiliser now from the cows and the pigs. So it's not a big deal at this point.
This is actually quite fun.
Yeah, it works out quite nicely. I could have parked closer, to be honest. Would have made life easier.
Yeah.
jumped out the back. At least this will give us some money for our hard work today. Still got a fair few birds. I've got a second try to do, so we'll jump off and let Irish carry on. Yeah, we're probably going to call it a day. So we've managed to achieve quite a bit for the long-term longevity of the farm. So I think we're all pretty happy with what we've achieved. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe, and keep an eye out for more UDL farming. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.